So what do you do with a collection of Indiana artisans?
You gather them together.
Yes,
and
yes.
they just become even more and more artistic as they feed off of each other.
Yeah.
Notice I use the word feed.
Well, Indiana artisans are not only just making art, but they're making food. And they're pretty good at it, specialized in different areas, and they do it all. And we're going to meet some of these great Indiana artisans who promote their work all year round.
Let's go to Jill Ditmire.
If you're looking for something to wear, eat, use, or decorate that's truly authentic Indiana, you might want to look up an Indiana artisan. And Roz Demaree, you are in charge of this group of talented artisans.
Yeah, we have 199 in 54 counties.
Why did you decide to start the Indiana Artisan Program?
Lieutenant Governor Becky Skillman started it back in 2008, and it was an economic development initiative. We have all these artists scattered in small towns and no way to develop markets for them, so they created Indiana Artisan. The marketplace was the second thing we did, and that is because we can bring all these artists to Indianapolis and draw crowds, and they get to meet people from all over the state.
But to be an Indiana artisan, you have to go through a process.
It's a very selective process. It's a jurying process. There are some artisans who you look at their work and think, oh, that was easy for them to get in, and it's taken them 5 times. It's very selective. It really has to be exceptional and among the best in the state, food or art.
How does someone become an Indiana artisan?
It's an application process. We jury once a year. The application is live now at indianaartisan.org on the join button. They fill out the application, and then they submit things to the jury, and then they wait on tenterhooves to find out if they get it.
And how many times can you attempt to be an Indiana artisan?
As many as you want. And if you don't get in, the judges give you comments so you can learn about what you could do differently.
And Stephen Skinner, you have been part of Indiana Artisan since it started.
About 10 years.
And look at your beautiful pottery. What is it that you create?
This is ceramic pottery, stoneware. It's high fired, reduction fired in a kiln. And this is a platter with a kind of a nice glaze, I think.
How has it helped being part of Indiana Artisan over those course of those years? Have you noticed more people come to you because you are an Indiana artisan?
I have noticed that. For me personally, it was mostly about learning how to show my work. Pottery 10 years ago was a new gig for me. So I didn't know how to show it. I had never done craft shows before. And to have stepped in or be juried into Indiana Artisan was a great way to learn how to do these kind of shows. They're very supportive of their artisans.
And once you come here to Indianapolis, people see you, do they follow you back to your own studios?
They do. We have our studio. We have a little store in downtown New Carlisle. And we advertise while we're here. You can come up to see us in New Carlisle. You can come to the studio to see how things are made. And we get visits from all over the state.
And for Carrie, this is your very first Indiana Artisan Marketplace.
It is.
You just became an Indiana artisan.
I did. Just last October, I juried in.
And that's because you create these beautiful scarves. How do you make these?
The silk, all of the silk starts white. All of the lines that you see are illustration lines that are a resist that keep the dye from moving beyond the line. So I'm creating on the fly, usually using scarves as sketch paper. And I silk paint anything I can, so there are pillows and wall hangings, and I can do pillow shams, boudoir settings, curtains, fabric, dresses, anything.
She can make it.
Don't put silk in front of me, I'll paint it.
And how do you think it's going to help your business to be an Indiana artisan now, to have that label, to have that notoriety that not everybody can have?
Well, I think it's an instant legitimizer just right out of the gate. And it's especially important for me because I just started a year ago trying to make my hobby a business. And so I've been working through social media and a website that I put together by myself. And this is a way for me to be out in the community, because what I really want to do is be working with decorators and doing some collaboration to put whole rooms together. And there's really no better way, I think, than to have an official juried stamp on your work that says, no, you can trust her, she knows what she's doing.
And you have a special symbol that lets us know that this is an Indiana artisan product.
We do. It's a flame, the Indiana flame from the torch in the state, and it's on a blue background with Indiana Artisan proudly written on it.
Indiana artisan, you can't go wrong with that.
You absolutely can't.
For Lifestyle Indy, I'm Jill Ditmire.